King Alcohol has many forms by which he catches men. He is a beast of many horns, and ever thus has been.
For there's rum,
and gin,
and beer, and wine,
and brandy of logwood hue,
and hawk,
and port,
and flip, combined
to make a man look blue.
He says be merry,
For his good sherry,
And Tom and Jerry.
champagne and Harry,
and spirits of every hue. For are not these a few?
We've known each other so long, I don't have to pay her to sleep with her.
No.
Should I cut that out? I started recording.
No, put that out there.
Edit.
That's all good shit right there.
So what's going on, gorgeous?
Not much. How are you guys?
Mr. Ben Cannon.
It's been a while. When was the last time I saw you guys? Indian Tunes?
Radio.
Radio.
Not long enough.
That just came out, too. You guys just tagged me on that podcast.
No, they did,
No,
didn't
the
we?
second part.
Second part
We
came
put
out.
that was part 2. They just came out.
Way to pay attention to your social media.
Have you seen my social media?
It's got 3 people on it.
Yeah.
I have someone who just run my own personal account. Like, it is ridiculous, sir.
Yeah,
I
part
get-
1 did really well too.
I get tagged
Yeah,
on
it did,
so much
yeah.
shit. Like, I'll go on my social media and there'll be like 30 tags. Not even my stuff, just people like tagging me because they have a show and they just assume people will see it on my wall. But I become like the spam of personal pages.
Yes.
Like, everyone's like, oh, fuck, another Canon
No,
thing.
no,
Everybody
no.
stopped
That's
unfollowing you
Chris
long
Birch.
ago.
So if you did tag me, thank you. I just didn't see it.
We did. But today we have a, I shouldn't say unique, it's an awesome event, but Hops and Hertz, but we have, there's so much going on with this event. It's a very cool thing you got going on.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. We do Mile of Music every year, which you and I have actually talked about up in Appleton, Wisconsin. And
Right.
this will be my 4th year. They're in their 5th year, but my 4th year being with them and helping with the board and selecting the artists and stuff.
Right.
But a lot of what they do, their festival is built on discovery. It's not about who they're putting on the bill. It's about come and see the artists you don't know. Come see these artists
Yeah.
that you should know. It's about local community and the food and all that stuff, and it's free. You
In
can go.
Appleton?
Yeah, you can go to a Mile.
Shit, I
So are
gotta go
you
up
guys
there.
playing on this?
What's that?
Are
We
you
are
playing
good.
on this?
What do you mean I'm playing on this?
Are you gonna
Use
play?
words.
Are
What?
you going to play? I
Play
mean,
what?
nobody really knows
Instrument?
Am I playing?
about you.
Here today?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No. Back to
okay.
the story.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Mile of Music. Jesus Christ. Mile of Music is the first weekend in every August. And the idea, though, is it's free. It's open to the public. So they get all these sponsorships, and people can just go see all this music for free and all this stuff. And the idea of it being a Discovery Festival is kind of something I wanted to bring down here to Fountain Square as well. So ours are much, much smaller, obviously, but we have 2 to 3 stages here at the brewery. And the idea is that we can do good. We can get back to the community. We can offer music that you don't know about, but you should know about,
Right.
like Dietrich John outside
yeah.
right now that's destroying the stage.
I'll tell you what, it
That's
was like 30
amazing.
seconds after he started, we all went, oh, holy shit.
Yeah,
we all
it's
got
like
up and
Wilco with a
Yeah,
violinist right
yeah,
now.
we're
And-
like,
and
oh, take a break, let's go
and it's
see
crazy
this.
because there's not a lot of people here yet. We know we're going to get busy later, but like people should be here for this stuff. And that's
Yes.
it's going to take time, but the idea
Yeah.
is we do a few of these every summer, and slowly people start to catch on and they realize,
Right,
wow,
right.
they're
Oh, yeah.
just putting together just an opportunity for us to discover something. And that's
Right.
I think we've gotten away from that. We're so hooked on society feeding us what we're supposed to know,
Right. Yep.
from streaming to downloads, what the
Yep.
radio tells us to the news. I mean, look at the
Right.
political campaigns.
Yep.
Like everything is just so messed up in a point that it's like you just believe what you read or what you see.
1984, bitches.
Like you're force-fed what
So
you're supposed to like.
right,
not
so
like.
I want to challenge people to come out and experience something they don't know, and just to get back to the basics on a certain level. So this isn't about egos or pride. This is just about community, the music, the local food, the brews, the local art, and everything else that we do. Today we're of course supporting Cammy's cause, which is near and dear to my heart.
Absolutely.
Jared Heiner is a pioneer in my opinion, and he took a negative and turned it into a positive for his daughter and for his family and for the community of Fortville, and now they're in their 14th year doing a huge music festival up there.
Yeah.
So we're donating 5% of all ticket sales for every Discovery Festival we do this summer to them to help with their cause.
Awesome.
We're supporting our good friend Jackie Martinez today.
Absolutely.
We're doing $1 of the it is the Cerveza Al Martinez Saison, and $1 of every pint sold will go to her in support of her medical bill situation currently and just helping her get out of debt. And then of course Sparkjoy, we're donating $100 for every 50 people that come over from Jackie Fest today to support her in 2 locations. So a lot of good. We're trying to get back and just have a good party and a good time. So
I see Tommy here. Is he playing today? He's walking around.
no,
there.
he's just working my door.
Working the door. You got Tommy to work the door.
Wait a minute, time out. Which
This
door?
music community is my
No,
family.
not the back door. Not the back door. We're good.
Tommy's always a good backdoor man.
Yeah, you were.
Well, we were talking to Aaron from Music Family Tree earlier, and we had Rob Dixon
Yeah?
in
Yeah.
the background, and which is awesome because like the music just kind of set the tone to everything that she was talking about and their cause going on over there. So it was really great.
And that's
Just-
kind of where the music is all day, too. I mean, you're going to have everything from just really great jazz to jam to a little bit of rock and roll, but it's just a nice, fluid day of just great live music and nothing too over the top, something that's, something everybody can come into, and I think it's approachable enough. People think festivals are like, oh my God, we're going to get just this rigmarole of songwriters and heavy metal and all this stuff. We try to keep it a little more,
It's
fluid.
it's like a really cool neighborhood party. You
Yeah,
go to these
basically.
neighborhood parties
And
playing
it started with
bands
Hop
playing.
Your Face 5 years ago, and I took that model and what I saw at Mile and just kind of built something out. So now we have what is the Hop Your Face model, which is different beers at each festival and different styles of music. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome. And what a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's
it's
turned
not-
out to
not
be
too
a
bad.
great
It's
day
getting-
for this.
Getting
yeah.
a little warm there, but it's still nice out.
That's why I drink
Still
beer.
pleasant. Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what beer's for.
Exactly.
So how have
a
you
lot of
guys
good
been?
beer.
What's been new with you guys?
Jeez, everything. I mean,
All
no,
right,
we're
it was
doing
good to
it.
talk to you guys.
Yeah, thank
Yeah, nice talking to you. Yeah.
Make candle ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
we're-
It's going great, man.
We
Just-
branched. We're branched out. We got two fronts now. We got Blind Pigs, Michiana, and Blind Pigs, Central Indiana.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look, yeah,
going
Brandon's
well.
taking over up north because he
Oh,
left
all
us.
right.
He hates us.
Yeah, I get that. I don't blame him.
I don't know about us. It's more like a cowboy thing, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
It's all
It's an
right.
awkward moment.
Well, he made a
I
weird.
disagree.
He
Does
opened up
anybody like
oddly.
you?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know how the hell I got married.
You're married?
I know, right?
We do this every time, but I
That's
still
the
like
worst
No.
bet anybody has ever lost.
Yeah.
Sucker.
No one's ever seen her. but-
So did you move up to Michigan?
No, not Michigan.
Michigan,
I'm up
even-
north, but no. So I'm trying to do southern Michigan.
You're just
and
traveling
and
up
southern,
there.
So I'm up there now, but I'm
you are
back
up
and
there.
forth.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm living
Closer.
up there now.
Okay.
But that way I can do more shows up in South Bend,
cool.
Valpo, Michigan City. There's
And
so
you
many
don't know
breweries
that
up
it's a
there, yeah.
her, just to go back to Cowboy's point. It
That's-
could be a him.
that's
He could have
true.
married, yeah.
That's true. That's true. We haven't seen him or her. so-
Frank says hi.
Frankie? With a Y or an IE?
We'll see.
So we had the Hops and Hertz today, and then what do we have coming up? Because we were going to try. We couldn't do all of them, unfortunately, this summer because we have so many festivals. Going on,
No. I appreciate you guys.
I know we
even-
have the next one is the
Wide-Eyed Music Festival.
Wide-Eyed Music Festival.
And that's kind of a unique one. Wide-Eyed actually started 5 years ago, and it was in Broad Ripple Heavy. And we brought it down to Fountain Square. Unfortunately, in the Broad Ripple Market where they used to host Wide-Eyed, it's just those venues aren't there anymore.
Mhm.
So we brought it down to Fountain Square, and it's an opening night, kickoff night, which is super cool, just in the back brewery. And we'll do it all inside the tanks and all that good stuff with all the lighting.
I get
and
to swim in the tanks.
You can swim in the tanks, Cowboy.
Yes.
Whatever shuts them up. And then we'll have the second day, which is 3 stages: the outdoor, the tasting room, and then we'll have a stage in back room as well. And so 2 days, Wide-Eye's an awesome time. It's a lot of indie rock. It's a lot of discovery music, but we got bands that actually are going to be a part of Mile in August with us that are playing this, and the Mutts from Chicago are coming down.
Oh, wow.
Indiana's playing. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice. And then Hop Your Face is
August
August
19th, yeah.
Okay. And are we doing that one?
I didn't
can't
agree
keep
to
this
that one.
Yeah,
straight.
well, it's in the
Oh,
book.
okay.
Yes.
I think yes, we're doing.
I hope you guys
this.
are.
Yes.
That's a big
yes.
one. That's going to be
yes.
fun. That lineup is ridiculous, too. We just announced Chicago Loud Nine's coming down. We have Audiodacity, Funky Junk. We have.
Oh yeah, we're doing.
We've
that
got Twin Cats. We've got Cyrus Hammond and the Kingfishers. Delzell.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
Adele's
Wow.
playing?
Huh?
Adele?
Yep, Adele's playing.
Nice.
Yeah. We also.
That's Adele with an E. Adele.
IE.
His
IE,
mic's
yeah.
muted, Ben, so don't worry.
Yeah. Somebody throw something shiny. Let's see how long it takes them to get back to the table. But yeah, no, we have that, and then in September on the 23rd we'll have the Feelin' Fine with Square Cat Vinyl Music Festival.
Oh,
there,
okay,
so.
that's one, and that's
Yeah,
the
that-
same day
yep.
we're doing what? There's
We got nothing booked that day.
no, there was something going on that
I
day.
thought
No-
you were right.
Noblesville Brewfest?
Huh?
Brewfest? Noblesville? Might be that day. It's not on
Oh,
our calendar yet.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was
I think it's
Brewfest,
the
yeah.
If any of you
Brewfest.
guys can't come, that's going to be an awesome one. Square Cat Vinyl is going to do a whole shebang here. We're going to have vinyls on sale. We're going to.
And they're doing
cool.
a lot of cool things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like working with Mike Angel. He's a cool cat. and
Yeah, we are.
He's famously most known for not just the record store, but Virginia Folk Fest, and of course his
Yes.
band.
I couldn't tell you.
Hold on. Crap. Oh, I hate when I do this. It's super embarrassing.
That's why we don't live this
Bigfoot
shit.
Lance, Bigfoot Yancey. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're awesome. They just dropped a new album and really good guys. So, So yeah, that'll be fun. September 23rd. It'll be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, we gotta get them on. Those guys are doing so many good things over
Dude,
there.
you got to go over there. Yeah, they'd love that too. Like Mike Angel eat that up. But no, those are the festivals. We got a lot of great shows though going on here.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Sparkjoy has been able to kind of make this our home for doing show trades with touring acts and just kind of really branch it out so that we can help our local acts get on the road a little more and just kind of build out everything. We've got Wild Adriatic, Me Like Bees, and Carmichael here with Wilson Reservoir next Friday. And that show's just packed. Like, if you want a good, just freaking rock show, like, that's your show.
Nice.
Wild Adriatic's most famously known for being on the Rock Boat with bands like Need to Breathe, Will Hogue, all that stuff. They've been really good friends of mine. They played Mile of Music last year with us, so we've just kind of stayed in touch. Me Like Bees is like Franz Ferdinand and Modest Mouse had a fuck child, and they put out a bunch of music, and that's pretty much what that is. It's awesome.
But it would have been an anal baby.
Yeah, it's an anal baby.
My favorite.
Actually, there's a chicken. No, there's not. No, okay. Anyways.
Wow. What?
Oh, yeah. So anyways, we got a lot of good stuff though coming up, and we're really excited about the whole thing. So, and we've been doing our First Stop First Fridays tied with the Hi-Fi. So every first Friday of the month, we kick the doors open at 7 o'clock with an art exhibit, which you can't see if you're listening. But behind us, all this great artwork on the walls, curated by Keller Illustrations, and she puts on the whole thing, and then we have live music in the back every first Friday, free to the public, and just kind of is a great way to get a little economic boom into Fountain Square. So
awesome.
Yeah, there's some very cool artwork on the wall. We're going to be posting some of those throughout the day as well because there's some
the middle
stuff.
finger unicorn is like the greatest thing of all time.
This
Like,
weird
seriously.
dragon
Holy
back
shit,
here
I
is
didn't even
pretty
notice that.
awesome.
I actually sent a picture to my wife from that dribble dragon.
Nice.
That is freaking awesome. So that might not be here by the time y'all hear this.
I just want
so.
prints of the middle finger unicorn that I can give to people's wedding presents. That's it. With like no message.
Yeah,
They just open. They're like, Ben got us. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do we have to keep this
Why
up
do
all
we
year long?
invite him to things?
We'll just put it on the mantle when we know he's coming around.
And the kids are in bed.
When you send out a couple of those, and after a while, you'll never have to get invited or spend money anymore because it's going to get
And
around.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
It's perfect. Well, hey, love it. I know you got busy as hell, so I'm glad you could stop in
Gotta
for a few
put out
minutes.
fires.
But we love being part of this. I can't, we know we can't wait for Hop Your Face because we missed that
it's gonna
one.
be a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
that's gonna be great.
They've got some really good beers. I think did you talk to Luke earlier?
Oh,
They
yeah,
got some
yeah.
cool shit coming out.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
What all have you guys tried today?
Not enough. We need more of those little blue tickets.
It's fine. I can do that.
We had
what have you had? Yeah.
We had the Saison, of course, and then we had
for Jackie.
yes, and
Which was
which was
awesome,
very
yeah.
good. And but we Cowboy and I love the
Sriracha Pilsner.
The Sriracha Pilsner was
Man, that
very
is good.
good.
Have
you-
Summer drink.
Have you had it?
No, I have not.
You need to try it. I actually think you may like it.
Okay, what is it actually?
not spicy.
Like sriracha?
No, it's not
No,
spicy.
no,
okay.
no. It's just
Sriracha
yeast
is just a
strain.
yeast
Yeah.
strain.
All right. Yeah.
But it's really light. It's really refreshing. I
Cool.
think
I'll check it
you
out.
actually
The,
may being
You
queer
get the wheels.
may
Of,
like
you
it.
get the wheels of soul.
The
there,
Wheels
right?
of
I like
Soul, I
ribbons.
think, is amazing.
Dark loud. Yeah.
Yeah,
the hard
we're doing
lager.
that for the Teskey Truck
Oh, it's
Show,
so
which
good.
is this upcoming
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
so.
not tuning. I didn't even realize. I
Yeah?
was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody showed him the guitar pick. And he was like,
I
Do you
can't.
want
He stuck it
tickets?
in his pants.
Say again.
Do you want tickets to the show?
I can't. I'll be out of town.
That's stupid.
Yes.
Yes.
See what happens?
Yes. It's like, yes, I was so excited. Then Luke said Wednesday. I went, whoa.
cool.
Son of a.
I just saw Ben got a call from Chris Birch.
Yeah. I hate that guy.
for
I fucking hate that guy.
Can we? Every show this guy pops
Chris,
up on.
Chris is
somehow.
around somewhere on our shows.
I don't get it. How does that always
know.
happen? I mean, somebody said
He was
social,
talking shit
he's
to me before I
grinding.
even met him,
He's
too.
well, hey man, he grinds.
Somebody said
What
social
power to
media
him?
like spammer earlier. No, that's that's Chris Birch. Love the guy. Golly.
He's a beast.
He's all over
He's
the
a
feed.
beast.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard the
in the-
rumor about
in
his
the sack.
band?
He's got
No.
a band.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Is the band called The Rumor?
No, it's really cool. They're doing this thing that they're actually not going to promote it. They're actually going to be on shows, but they're going to be listed as a special guest or to be announced, and they'll never be announced.
Let me be doing some of
That's
that
awesome.
Radiohead guerrilla marketing.
Yeah, just like
odd marketing.
super cool. He's actually got a really good lineup there in the studio at Azimuth last Monday and knocking out tracks.
I
for
was
this
gonna
new
say,
album.
can you say because we haven't talked to Chris in a while, but I know
Well,
I know
remember-
we talked
wait,
about
you
doing
remember
band
last
Well,
stuff
it's
time-
been super under wraps, so we're spilling
Okay.
it out slowly. But
Okay.
yeah, we're not even like it's gonna be a thing. There's not even gonna be like a web page.
Well,
like,
but
it's
you
just
remember
gonna
last
be-
time we talked to him.
We kind of talked about
Uh-huh.
possibly wanting to do it, but then didn't know if he was.
But
still
you
wanting
remember
to
who
do
was
but-
on it with him?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. Huh, that'd be interesting.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I play guitar and I wasn't called, so fuck
Well,
you.
there's a reason.
because I'm Mexican.
You were always working.
Having a guitar and playing guitar.
Oh.
It's two different things.
Damn.
We love you.
Cowboy can hold a guitar too.
You can hold one? Good, buddy.
I have a guitar app on my phone. Can I join your band, Roberto?
That's all I got.
That'd be a nice band. Everybody, all the musicians just have phones, and then one of them's got a keyboard app, the other's got a little guitar.
They've done that.
Has someone done that?
That's been done.
Oh, dear God.
Holy
Son
crap,
of a
it's been
bitch.
done. Yeah.
Stole my idea.
Well, hey, guys, thanks for being here all day. I'll come back and chat with you guys
Yes,
later. I'm going to
absolutely.
run around, make sure
Thanks,
people are doing stuff.
sweetie.
Bye,
Thanks, man.
Cowboy.
Love you. Hey, there goes Nick.
Wasn't wasn't the Revenge of the Nerds? Wasn't that like? Now I'm trying to remember what they did on stage, but that was all fake shit, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, no. I mean, you
it was
had
all
you,
synthesized up on stage.
we had the guys synthesize, but you had what's his name playing?
Oh, we did
the-
have
there
one
was-
with
there was-
okay,
yeah,
that's
like
right.
Poindexter on the violin.
And then he had the
The Moose and the boys will be
guitar.
joining in.
Yeah, the guitar. Yeah, there you go.
With Booger Presley on the mean
Moose.
guitar.
That's hilarious.
And a rap by Little Old. Oh, wait, I know that song. Yeah. I could probably sing the whole song.
That dude keeps saying he's going to get us more tickets. He's like, I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you. And
then
then
he
he
walks
walks
away.
away.
Well, Luke took care of you
I was
guys,
looking for
right?
tickets
Well, Luke
for
did, yeah,
Tedeschi
yeah.
trucks, and fucker just left.
Oh yeah, you should have spoke up. Said I'll take him.
Yeah, shit.
So we'll go,
I don't
go-
live in South
Go
Bend.
talk to Ben and get some tickets for him.
Oh shit! Sorry, why didn't you just say?
I said yes. He looked
Oh.
at me. He's like, "Now you're Mexican," and walked away.
They're coming with the
Here-
beer
here.
tickets.
But
Just tell Brendan. Just tell Brendan to get the tickets for you.
All right.
You're still new. He doesn't know you all that well. It takes time.
I need another beer.
Newbies.
Yeah.
All right, beer time.
beer talk.
What are we at? One beer an hour right now,
Mm-hmm.
or one beer per segment.
Un momento para la cerveza.
Yeah.
The Blind Pig Confessions is the greatest podcast there ever was. My name is Dave Smiley from WZPL, and if you don't listen to this show, you're dumb. And suck my cock.
I'm still running the Wheels of Soul.
Wheels of Soul.
I'm back on the Saison. I had Hop for Teacher for the first time.
Oh, you
just
did?
The last
That's
session.
the big
That's
seller.
good,
That's
isn't it?
pretty damn
Yeah.
good. I'm like, holy crap.
That
And I had
one-
heard about it because you guys had talked about it
Yeah.
before, but I tried it and I'm like, I really like it. I don't know. I guess it's just
I think I'm gonna try the Cosmic next. 'Cause I think that
The
was
Cosmic,
was that a
Cosmic
wheat
are
ale?
really, it's a wheat. Yes, it's Cosmic Ale is a wheat.
Yeah.
and they have it in cans now.
Yes, they just started canning it, but they're soon to be canning Dank, which Dank is their Galaxy Smash.
Yes.
And that, to me, is probably the best beer that Fountain Square does.
Yeah, that's. I'm not getting out of here without having a couple of those.
No, yeah. I keep telling myself that's the next beer I'm going to go to.
I know. I keep wanting to try some other stuff. I'm not a big Hot for Teacher fan, but I know it's a huge. And
Actually,
Luke's-
I really love it.
I know.
Yeah.
Luke said it was. I think that's when he said it brought him here. It was.
No, actually, their Working Man Pilsner was what brought Luke
Are you
here.
sure? That was the hot.
No,
But you know he loves the hot. A lot of people do. It's just it's not my.
Never
forte.
been.
I'm
Yeah.
not a big
I like
fan,
it.
but
It-
I know it's a good beer. It's not.
To me,
it's
it's their Hot for Teachers a good everyday IPA.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's not crazy hot for that's going to hit you in the
Yeah.
back.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not crazy hot that's going to hit you up front. It's just a. It's a walkabout IPA,
Yeah.
if you will, and I think it's a really solid beer. It's clean. It's refreshing almost. I think it's a good beer.
That's Fountain Square. I think pretty much we all agree that they're not one of those guys. They're not trying to overpower anybody with a.
No,
they're really not.
They're trying to make well balanced beers, and they're not trying to kill you with. They're not trying to do anything funny or
They're trying to sell good sellable beer,
Right.
And which they're
Right.
doing a tremendous job at it.
right.
It's working. I think it's
Yeah.
working for them.
So what do we got coming
yeah.
up, man? I know we got
The
we had
cherries are on
Dietrich
stage.
John.
Dietrich John. I think we talked a little bit about him, but probably not enough. We gotta get him on here because man, they were really good.
They were really awesome.
I like those bands that have like a fiddle player in them.
I did too.
For
Yeah.
some reason I don't know.
Flogging Molly,
Yeah,
bitches.
there you go.
Anyway.
They were nothing like Flogging Molly. So.
But I think Cherry's playing on the inside
Yeah.
stage right now. Might
Yeah.
hear a little bit of it in the background, and then what
That
do we
was
got?
not at all what I expected, by the way.
What?
Cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
This is a great feminist band.
Again, it's discovery, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's what it's all
That's what
about.
it's all about.
So we got
Which,
what?
if you guys may be able to hear, I don't know, coming through the headphones here right now.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a little bit of them right now.
Jeff Kelly. We got Jeff Kelly in the Graveyard Shift coming up.
Yeah, Kelly was with us. Actually, our last show he came out with at Radio Now. He wasn't playing, but he joined us and he did some Wolfman Jack weird.
Oh shit!
Just some very weird impressions.
Damn it.
I don't think he meant to, but it just happened. But it was very funny.
Yeah, it was happening.
But Jeff's always a blast. But he's got a, and I don't know if you guys have heard. These
I've
guys
not
yet.
heard him in the with the Graveyard Shift.
I love Jeff, man, and I think he is. I think you guys enjoy the band. So,
Actually, I think I've heard him Radiothon last year, or the year before.
yeah. Well, he did an acoustic.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
And then the last time I saw him with the band The Prowl was here. The Prowlers Gonna Pray. He's gonna kill me. I don't remember the name, but I think that was here. But he just always, I just like Jeff, and he always has. He's always just with a good band. So
Awesome.
these guys should be fun.
More beers to try, more music to listen to.
Yeah.
It's a really good vibe here, you know. Everybody,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, I know we have a little bit of a crowd, but it's really feeling really cool. People are like listening to new music that they haven't listened to, like right now with Cherries and stuff, and people seem to be digging it. No one's like in a pissy mood. I guess you can't have a bad mood when you got beer.
It's a really solid vibe here.
Do you have, as a music lover? Well, I think we're all music lovers, but obviously the musician in the group. Do you have any recent wows, new discoveries?
Honestly,
not just indie, but you know.
I'll say I
on.
lost touch with music a couple of years ago. I really did as a musician.
All right, great question.
I stopped listening to the radio just because it sucked.
Yeah, that was a
I
solid
got tired
question,
of
Brendan.
overproduced, repetitive, under
Dude,
my
I bet you
umbrella
if
type
I
crap.
bet you if I check his iPod, freaking Taylor Swift is on there.
I dare you. You'll see
No,
don't
Paganini
put that in your
Caprice
pocket.
number 24, and then you'll see, it might be some Justin Timberlake on there. But, I discovered recently Blue October, who has been around for quite a bit. But they're a Texas State-based band out of Austin right now. And just something about the way they put things together, oddly enough, with their fiddle or their violin player, it freaking works. And so I think that's where I'm at the moment, and just going back and forth, trying to get back to my roots of playing music. That's who I've been listening to lately. I'm trying to stay away from the radio and trying to find cassette tapes or just new music or just, hey, have you heard about this? And I'm like, I'll go right to it and just check them out, because I'm trying to stay off iTunes, Spotify, and all this shit, because a lot of the good original bands are not on there as of yet.
Yeah.
I would much rather stay away from mainstream and try to go a little bit more indie. So that's where I'm at the moment.
You know, when these guys first start coming out, Pandora we all remember Napster, and it was like Napster was fucking incredible when it came out, when it was still underground and nobody. Man, it was an amazing site, man. You could pull music off of somebody else's playlist that an old guy that had an album collection that was put. Anyway, Napster was amazing until they fucked it all up. And then
What's Napster?
And then fuck you, Metallica.
Thank you, Lars. Thank
anyway,
you.
But Pandora and Spotify, it seems like at first it's like really cool and you hear all this good music, but then after a while, if you turn Pandora on, you start hearing the same fucking, like I put on the radio stations, like holy shit, man, you gotta start. But you can put playlists together, but it's just weird how even that it shouldn't be repetitive. I should never hear the same song on Pandora.
Correct. And I have an iTunes account and a Pandora account just because I want to hear what's new.
Right.
If I like it, great. If I don't, then I just turn it off.
Right.
I don't mind. I think $15-20 is a small price to pay to be able to discover some things. But it seems that they're putting out a lot of the same stuff over and over again, which I like YouTube at a certain point, because they were always new stuff on there. We just look up whatever.
You can get into a wild, weird wormhole on YouTube, and I love YouTube because you can get into that, and Pandora as well. But YouTube, you can really get into those cool wormholes.
We're
not
talking about porn. It's okay.
I actually did that.
That's you porn. Sorry.
It's funny. I actually did that with a Blind Pig episode one day. I was like, I'm gonna go check out the YouTube account. So I listened to the episode, and that was our one download from YouTube.
Yeah.
And
we have a YouTube feed, people, by the way, if you want to go through YouTube and not through podcasts or whatever,
Dude, I got in this weird wormhole of YouTube Obscuria, and I was like, Next thing I know, it's like 4 hours later. I'm like, what just happened to me?
Well, but it sounds like our friend, Music Family, what was that?
Music Family
Aaron?
Tree.
Yeah, they've got their site's kind of like the
Yeah.
Spotify for
Yeah.
indie stuff.
Yeah,
though.
but
so you can
yeah,
go
I'm
there
really
and
excited
now
about that. Yeah.
and get some weird playlists from some other stuff
Yeah.
that you might not actually be seeing on the Pandoras and the Spotify's, because I who knows how to get your, I don't know, do a lot of indie bands able to get their stuff on there?
Yeah, and
Can
to
you
me,
just upload it like
Spotify
that,
is-
or?
Spotify, you can kind of, if you know what you want to listen to, it's very cool. There's more stuff on there, but Pandora gives you more, to me, finding and discovering different music, which is I like to do. I want to find stuff I haven't listened to.
Which I got when I first got introduced to Whitey Morgan, I went to Pandora, typed in Whitey Morgan. It was right there, but I found a whole slew of stuff right away that I was like, oh my God, this is amazing stuff, But then it got to the point where I was listening to that radio station, and if I listened to it too long, I'd hear the same shit.
Yeah.
And
It's
that-
like,
I
cool,
kinda
I'm
got
at the
it-
station on that, then it keeps playing the same shit again.
And I
was
kind
like,
of got a
that's
little
weird.
upset about that, and I end up, you thumbs down a bunch of shit, you thumbs up a bunch of shit, and then you get to the point where you're just hearing the same stuff over and over and over again, and you're like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, what I started doing, I stopped. Instead of looking at soundtracks for movies, I started looking at scores. So obviously, right now, to be relevant, I saw Wonder Woman, and the score was freaking amazing, especially like her Wonder Woman type theme.
Oh, I love that theme.
Who is done by Tina Gao. She's from LA. She is freaking amazing. This Asian celloist. That's a cello making that freaking sound. And so I started looking into her music. She does stuff for like World of Warcraft and some gamer stuff. And like, she is freaking amazing. So I kind of got away from like, oh yeah, you're going to play, some Doors track for a drive scene. Okay, great. But no, I started looking at the score of music.
Yeah.
I think that's what's kind of giving me a little bit more inspiration nowadays.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's you bring up a point like that, and there are musicians out there who you will never know their name, but are just so freaking. You probably heard their work a million times.
Yeah.
Just like back in the '60s, '70s, you had a lot of the studio musicians that were so freaking good. You hear them on all these albums, but you think it's the band. It's not. It's the same freaking
It's the
band
same
playing
freaking
different-
people.
in all these different bands, and you don't see that as much anymore.
Yeah, and all these tunes that you've probably heard of, you didn't even know that it was Hans Zimmer who was actually the one composing the music.
Right.
You're thinking of something.
Or that dude from Oingo Boingo. Who's the guy who does most all that? I mean, he's on like every score for every. What is his name? I can't remember. We'll
edit it.
But
I can't remember if it's Oingo or if he's the Boingo.
Or it's Boingo. It's
But
one or the other.
but I mean, I didn't
I
even
see what you
realize
did
that
there
till
now.
like
It was like
till
Millie or
one-
Vanilli. It was one of
yeah.
theirs.
But
I
didn't
don't think
realize
that got enough credit for what it just happened
Yeah.
here.
I didn't realize though. But
I'm stopping
Shut up.
everything because I want to give that the credit it's due.
I don't know if it's Oingo or Boingo.
I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
I just thought it was funny, like when I heard that kind of stuff, and I didn't. Danny Elfman.
There you
There we go.
Wow, well
I
played.
never knew that
Good pull.
was
Yeah.
the guy from Oingo Boingo, because the only time I listened to Oingo Boingo growing up, I will say that. But also my biggest memory is from movie Back to School.
Back to school.
And
With
but
Rodney
you just
Dangerfield.
but I never really would have put an '80s band kind of guy as being now this like huge composer and everything. Who does all these scores and big numbers for all these movies. And you're just like, oh, shit, really?
And guys like John Paul Jones, of course, from Zeppelin, who does so much stuff. And if you don't know, that's the guy that's been producing it. I mean, it's unreal that unless you really dig into where that music is coming from, you don't know. So I think things like Musical Family Tree and stuff like that is you can go in and find cool wormholes and listen to new music.
I'm actually really excited to leave here today.
What's that?
I'm really actually excited to leave here today
Yeah.
so we can go family music.
He's
tree.
going to get on his pooter and computer. Sorry. Yeah. Saying pooter to cowboy is a whole different wormhole.
No, it's not a wormhole. It's just a hole.
You end up somewhere
it's
you
a
don't.
mole
What are you
hole.
talking about? You end up somewhere you don't want to be.
Ain't it? No, it ain't got to be that deep. is
No
what I'm
clue
getting
what's
at.
on the other side, but
There's some. I know one of the bands I've discovered. It's been a little bit, but they're not mainstream. I don't even think they've been picked up by a record company yet. But Ride the Blinds, awesome, just a straightforward rock and roll band. I think they're out of. No, they're not.
do
out of
not
California.
Google Ride the Blondes. That's a whole nother.
Oh, I would suggest that as well.
That's a whole different.
It's just
Actually,
a different
I'd
route
probably
to get to the
suggest
same place.
Yeah, Google that first, and then put it on mute, and then Google Ride the Blinds, and you kind of put them together. Yeah, it's good stuff. Oh, great band. Ocho La Rocha, I think they're not Texas? No, I think they're a San Francisco band. Awesome band. But there's so many cool bands out there, and it's funny you see a band or hear a band in their YouTube or Pandora, and you find out it's like from the 70s or something. You're like, how the fuck?
Where did this come from?
Did I miss that, or how did I never hear
Or like
them
Del
guys,
Castillo,
you know?
like if you see any like Quentin Tarantino or
Yeah.
Robert
Oh, yeah,
Rodriguez,
yeah.
you see Del Castillo, man, in the background, like, oh, like, wow, all that like rock, Mexican, jazz, fusion type stuff. I'm like,
Yep.
oh man, stuff like that is just, it drives me because, you know, you think of those guys making movies and they're like doing whatever they can with a freaking $5 camera and a freaking mic, and you know, I'm like, that's what it's about. I've always liked the mantra of do what you can with what you have. So don't go out and try to, you know, get the best guitar or this or that or whatsoever. Like I met Paul Reed Smith once, who makes Carlos Santana's guitars and my guitars, coincidentally. And he was like, I met Carlos Santana once. And you know what Carlos Santana sounds like on a piece of shit Fender Squier, which is like their $69 guitar?
The
He
exact
sounds
same
like
thing.
fucking
Spectacular.
Carlos Santana. I hate him. So yeah, it's not the gear, man. It's just the
Jack White. I saw like I think it was on MTV or something, but I saw Jack White literally string together right
Making the
there
guitar, yeah.
a cigar
Yeah.
box
Yeah.
guitar with like 3 kinked up
Yeah.
wires, and he's still going. You know, and you're going.
and he's doing it.
Yeah.
What are you
How-
doing?
How do you do that in like 10 minutes? He made a guitar and he's playing music that you could that he could put on a CD.
I
And
hate
I'm like,
people
are
that
you
don't
fucking
realize
kidding me?
if you have to go see Jack White live because you don't get the
For his
appreciation
age,
well,
he is
and
amazingly talented. I mean,
he is such an amazing guitar player, and you know you hear the stuff in the albums and stuff, and I don't, you know, until you see him live, you start seeing him doing solo stuff, and watching him, he's absolutely phenomenal. I don't think you get that. He did the documentary with himself and Edge and
Jimmy Page.
and Jimmy Page.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And that was so funny. I'm like, now before I watched, I'm like, why is the Edge with these two guys? Because Edge just got the feedback and he's got computers and shit. Not that he's an amazing guitar player, but he's not on that level. And you watch that documentary, you can watch him. Most of the time, he wasn't playing. He was just watching those two like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
And he had been thinking, I
Why
shouldn't
am I
be here.
here?
He's like, I'm in the presence of greatness. Jimmy Page and holy shit, Jack White, and like I'm here. I'm like, I use fucking tremolos and reverbs and delays and this
got
and
a guy
that.
half my age who's
You know, and
kicking
I'm
my
like,
ass on a cigar box guitar.
Which is really funny. Jack White also is Racketeers.
Right.
Racketeers.
Yeah.
And that's
he's
actually
a-
how I got introduced to him, because I was like, who's this White Stripes? Fuck them that nonsense. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. He's from the Racketeers too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing.
Jack White is like the Jamie Jackson of Indianapolis.
Right.
He's in every frickin' band.
He was
Go,
in what
Jamie, go.
Yeah. I think at one point anybody that came up to him was like, "Hey, you want to be in this?" Yep.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Did anybody? You mentioned Tarantino. He's doing, or supposedly it's in the works, the Manson family murders.
Yes.
That's
And
what
I have been
He's doing a movie about the Manson.
I
murders.
don't know.
shit.
Can
Awesome.
he do it without putting his quirky shit in it? Because it has to be done.
Is he
that
doing
has to
it
be done-
documentary
There's a
style?
very
or
fine
is it
line.
I don't know.
I disagree.
depends
no,
on what he's
no, he
trying
could
to
do it in
do.
his quirky, because that whole thing was
don't-
quirky anyway.
So what? Samuel L. Jackson is going to be Manson?
Samuel L. Jackson.
He signed on, right?
Samuel L. Jackson is in the lead.
Yeah.
How?
Are you kidding me?
And
How's that going?
whatever name Robbie from Harley Quinn is going to be Tate.
Yeah.
I think.
Margot Robbie.
Which,
Margot,
which
yeah.
I'll watch anything she does.
Uh-huh.
So, but I'm like,
Well, I don't know how.
that should still be done tastefully. I
Okay,
think.
so what is he playing then? Who's the lead? The lead wouldn't be Manson, because
Probably a victim. Maybe the lead is a victim.
It could
I-
be.
but a black
know.
guy.
I don't know how he's
was
going to do it. I don't know what how this is going to happen. I think Brad Pitt's playing a detective. But I think
So
I love
this is
Tarantino.
7?
I love the way he does shots. I think some of
yeah.
his stuff is amazing. And I love his dialogue. I think his
Oh, yeah.
dialogue is absolutely amazing. I don't think he gets credit for that in his screenplays. But he can be obviously over the top. The violence and stuff. I don't want him to. I'm hoping there's not gonna be blood splurting all over the walls and. I mean, I don't know how he's gonna do this because it was a horrific
Scene.
scene.
Like that
Yeah.
actual,
Those murders were horrific, but I don't want him to take it to be
that.
what his movies are
Don't want it to
over
be
the top,
hokey
goofy.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Which I
that's what
love
want
about his
out of it.
movies, but I don't want. I
If
think
one
he
of
could
them
be
pulls
in-
out a samurai sword, we're gonna have a problem.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I
That's what I mean.
disagree.
I think this guy should be. He'll never win an award because of his obviously his background, and he
It's
does
just a shame,
get
yeah.
too, and I
He
think
didn't win an award for
Pulp
Pulp Fiction?
Fiction.
I thought he got an award for Pulp Fiction.
that should have been up for Best Picture. I
I
mean,
thought he
he's-
got an award for that.
No,
I disagree. If they pull out a samurai sword, I'm down with it.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying. Is he going to do it as a true not
I don't know.
documentary, but you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Or is it how much of it is going to be?
Wait a minute, time out.
To me, that
you're telling me
topic should
if
be-
they would have actually came across the samurai sword, they wouldn't have used it back then. They're going to. They're that.
he's
fucked
doing
up,
the
you know what I
modern
mean?
style.
No, I'm telling you, those fuckers would have used anything.
Well, no, I'm sure they. I meant he likes to, because he loves his samurai movie stuff,
Yeah, I agree.
and all that. But it's just, I'm trying to. It's not a documentary. I'm thinking it's a.
Mockumentary.
No,
it's a
documentary.
movie.
He wouldn't go that far.
Is he going to stay true to the story, or how much is he going to embellish for effect?
I think
Right.
you
I don't
have
know.
to embellish a little bit.
Based on a true. Is it going to be a really good true story,
Yeah,
or
I mean,
based on
again,
the
But
story
nobody knows the
of-
true story. I mean, nobody knows the
Yeah,
full
they do.
story.
It's fully documented. All those people.
It's documented.
sang
Don't get me wrong, but
With that-
nobody knows every fucking gory detail.
With that material, you don't need to be. You don't have to go out.
It's pretty.
You
It's
don't
pretty
have to
gruesome as it is.
embellish
You don't have to
with
embellish
that
a lot.
material.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The History Channel can go do a movie about it right now, and it'd be okay. But Tarantino come in and embellish it a
it'll be
little
a little
bit.
weird.
Manson was an alien. We all know that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He is.
You can't prove he wasn't.
Is he dead
He's
yet?
a lizard man.
They let him out.
He was up for
No.
he was up for
No,
parole
they-
last year.
No.
They were let. They were
They'll never let that guy out.
one of the.
That
lady-
didn't end up happening. I thought they
No,
actually let
what-
him out like a
no.
month ago.
One of the
No.
ladies was up for another parole, and
Yeah.
they didn't let her out either, did they?
One of them got out recently.
That's
and
what
got
it was.
a documentary
It was
out.
one of the ladies.
Okay, I thought
Really?
I thought it was him because he has like cancer or terminal cancer or
Oh
something.
no, that
bullshit.
fucker will die in prison.
No, they're not gonna let Leonard Peltier. They're not gonna let out Manson.
No.
No, he's still behind bars. But yeah, one of the I can't remember which one it was now. I mean, she got a documentary out too.
Damn.
Really? Huh. You guys are talking about people that, what are new things you got into as far as music goes. I recently got back into Shooter Jennings.
No clue.
He lost me with that whole Black Label stuff he kind of went into.
Yeah.
Well, I recently got back into him because I wouldn't see him. It was at the Vogue one year,
Mm-hmm.
and it was right when he got in that whole Black Ribbon is
Black
what it was called.
Ribbon.
And I was like, I was expecting Shooter Jennings, you know what I
Right.
mean? But you come into it and Black Ribbon happens, you're like, what the fuck just happened? How much acid did you just drop back there? and then I kind of recently he came back out with an album not too long ago. I can't remember what it was called, but anyway, I recently found my love for Shooter Jennings again. I was like, oh my
Awesome.
god, this kind of reinvigorated the whole Outlaw Country thing for me again.
Nice.
And I don't know, the whole Outlaw Country on XM radio kind of came back to me. Bottle Rockets are
Mhm.
amazing. You
Yeah.
know, there's a lot of good bands on there. So
Oh yeah.
I haven't done anything with music lately.
No.
really,
No, it's nothing. Nothing's
What do you
caught
masturbate to? Just videos?
Well,
What's
yeah,
wrong
of
with you?
course. Come on, man.
mean,
Silent,
I gotta have a
silent
soundtrack,
movies.
man.
porn just doesn't do it for
Silent
me
movies.
No.
anymore. No, there's
No, I just-
nothing that I want to beat off to anymore.
I like rabbits.
Rabbits?
Yeah.
All right,
Dead
I need
rabbits,
To,
or-
I need to press pause.
I don't care. Just fuzzy, very cute rabbits.
I get it.
What the fuck
wow.
is wrong with you, sir?
Brendan,
Are you
Brendan's
a
into furry.
Furry now?
Hey, what kind of acid did you just draw back there?
I was just at a
I think
shooting
he's
show.
on. I think he must have taken a Molly or something. 'Cause he keeps rubbing his legs, and now. Oh, this feels so great. No, music right now just kind of fills this. I put Spotify on. I mean, I've gone back and listened to some old stuff. Like I've gotten back into some old blaxploitation type music. You know, just no a lot of because
A lot of Rodney King stuff.
there's a channel on called Bounce on like my antenna because I don't have cable in
Oh,
my
I got
office.
that
I don't have
channel,
cable in my office, but I got
Bounce
Bounce.
with it, bounce with
But
it.
they were playing like a big like long set of like Jackie Brown's and some of
Yeah.
their old blaxploitation movies, and I like the old kind of
Is it a BET?
Shaft,
Yeah.
and it was all the funk and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I really used to like that. The George Clinton would be actually a nice concert to go to, probably.
Yeah.
That's all I've kind of been listening to lately, but it's really just background music for me. Nothing's really caught my fancy, anything coming out lately in a while.
Yeah, that's how Blue October came to me. It was just in the background. I'm like, who is that? And I was at a buddy's house. I went to the Super Bowl party a couple of years ago when Manning was playing and shit. And they had a concert of Blue October going on in the background. And I'm like, it really just caught my ear. Like, I literally stopped drinking. I'm like, who is that? And I went over there and I saw this guy, Justin, and he was singing his freaking, no, fuck that guy. He was singing his ass off, and it was like, when you can feel the music through the lyrics coming out of the freaking speakers, I was like, holy crap. I literally stopped drinking, started watching, and I'm like, done. So last year for my birthday, those guys were here. Blue October came to the Vogue.
Yeah.
And my wife.
I think I remember you posting something.
I'm pretty sure I posted shit because my wife flew in my buddies from Texas because they were the ones who kind of introduced me, and it was just this freaking experience. I don't know what it is. Maybe, and it's nothing like it's out of the ordinary. It's the same guitar and freaking drums and a violin, and maybe that's the aspect, but just the lyrics is kind of what got to me, and then just the whole collective was great, and it wasn't this overproduced pop bullshit that I hear on the radio. And
I like the ones with like different stuff. Like I will say actually, like Judah and the Lion. I know it's a little commercial right now, but there's a banjo in there or something. Or I was really big into Mumford and Sons in the early stuff, because it was different.
I love
There was
Mumford and Sons.
there's
when it first came out,
mandolins and there's they're doing everything with a kick drum, and that's all he's got, and it's folky, but I liked, I actually really kind of like
simple
that kind of
but
stuff.
good.
Or something, or a band with a piano. And I know everybody hates it, but I like Coldplay just because there's a piano in there. I like bands that have pianos. And a lot of people hate on Coldplay.
To me, they're an amazing band, but I get bored.
The lyrics get a little boring.
I can't listen to too much of it because
he hits that high,
yeah,
it's all the whiny high stuff, and I get it.
It kind of sounds, it sounds
It does.
But not that it's an amazing band. I get bored with them. Very
I
easily.
completely understand that.
Katie Tunstall. You remember when she first came out?
Yeah, everything is just thump.
Yeah.
Every song was the same.
I tell you what, it was. To me, at first, I was like, "Holy shit, this is different. This is pretty good,"
It was different.
But then it got really repetitive, really fucking quick.
She had the same thump.
Yeah.
She had that same thump country or whatever whatever you called thump.
by
That's
the
all
way-
I used to call it.
By the way, not to take too much away from the
Boot
segment
stomping.
here, did anybody else just see the guy walk through that was wearing swim trunks?
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
and he was like
a
tying the
couple of
string.
times-
Is
the
there a pool
drawstring.
here that I didn't know about?
I think
we're in
he's,
Fountain Square.
I don't know what's going on, but
Gentrification.
I
he's
really wanna go to this
trying
pool.
to turn us on.
yeah, well, it's working.
I feel bad for these people. There's like three. I don't know if those are offices or condo or apartments, but there's like three of them right here in this parking lot. It says tenants only. And I feel bad for those guys at midnight, at like 11 o'clock tonight, because the band's just
do you see
aimed right at
Do you
them.
see the one dude that looks like he has his office in his garage down there? Yeah, I was like, what are you
But I
doing?
couldn't tell if they're apartments or offices, but they're nice. They're just, but it's literally looks like a metal roof shack in the middle of Fountain Square, just on the road on Fountain Square. And I bet you he pays like $5,000 a
I
month
was
for that
say,
little
yeah,
thing.
and it's not cheap rent. Yeah.
No, but the dude in the swim trunks
Gentrification.
keeps walking through, and every time he's like tying his swim trunks. I was like, what are you doing?
He's taking a skinny dipping and then putting the trunks back on. Somewhere.
Don't notice me soon. I know it.
Is he walking back towards the tanks? And is one of the tanks open? Is he taking
If they
a
let
dip?
me swim in a tank, I'm signing up for that.
I'm calling you Doug McKenzie.
I know, right?
I gotta take a wicked whiz.
I don't get that. Canadian.
Did I hear that they were
Strange
doing
Brew.
like a sequel to that?
No.
Yes.
Rick
I heard-
Moranis.
No.
No. I
Rick
heard,
Moranis
I heard
doesn't act.
something
I hope
to
not.
that
I heard the
effect,
same thing.
or spin-off or something.
I
of that.
actually
Strange
saw an
Brew.
interview with or a write-up with Rick Moranis, and it's not that he's opposed to not coming back to acting, but he really just doesn't care. He's like, if something really
Yeah,
strikes
and he
my
can't
fancy,
do
I
that.
might.
He's way too
No.
old to go back.
From
and
what
do
I
that
heard, it
shit.
wasn't. They're bringing the original cast on. I heard it's like a
Remake?
reboot.
Don't reboot
God.
Strange Brew.
That's. But I heard the exact same thing. Yeah.
I know I
it's a
heard
shame.
something about that.
That'd be a shame.
Which I was like, well, maybe if they don't do it in Canada, I'll watch this one.
In 20 years, I'm going to be seeing reboots of Kevin Smith movies too. It's going to suck.
That's what I'm just gonna.
It's gonna be
That's
like
where,
shotgun
that's
full
where
of
you
mouth
draw
and
on the
pull on
line.
trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna.
That's where you Kurt
I'm tired of
Cobain-ing
the
it.
reboots, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna Kurt Cobain.
I don't need reboots for this shit, guys. Get original.
Instead of chasing names, it's gonna be chasing Dawn.
Don was hotter.
I'm gonna recast freaking Jay and Silent Bob somehow. Shame. All right, I need a beer.
I was
Beer.
gonna say, yeah. I think a couple of us need a beer, so let's go get one. Hey, is that Ben Cannon?
Hi, this is Mel from Alley's Ale House. Come check us out for the best local and craft beer selection in Hamilton County and the most amazing craft food on the north side. We've always got something going on, whether it be poker, euchre, live music, or DJ bingo. You can check us out on Facebook or on our website at bulletpinheads.com.
Sorry, we're live. Hey, we're back at Hops and Hertz. Who are we here with, Brandon?
We're here with Jeff Kelly in the Graveyard Shift.
Or one of the graveyard
Well,
shifts.
one of the
Today's graveyard shift,
Today's graveyard
if I
shift.
heard right. Yeah.
Correct. They do rotate.
Well, yeah,
It may not be tomorrow's graveyard shift, but it's today's.
Who knows? They could be gone and buried.
Hey-o, I like the style. Jeff Kelly is forever, though.
Jeff joined us
maybe.
at
Maybe.
Radiothon for a little bit, and of course now you're at Hops and Hertz. This is an amazing event.
This is pretty cool.
And what it stands for and everything it's going for now, it's very, very cool.
It's neat.
Yeah.
So, like, I love that 5% is going to Cammy's Cause,
Yes.
which is great. Cammy's Cause is
Which
the
is
coolest thing in
awesome,
the
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a cool event. And then I think it's, $1 from every beer sale? Is it?
On specific beers,
On
yes.
specific,
On
it's
the
going to
Cerveza, I
Jackie
believe
Fest.
it's,
Yeah,
Cerveza,
it's the
yeah,
that
Martinez.
Mexi Saison.
Yep.
Yeah.
Martinez.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
The Cerveza de Martinez. Or
All right,
something
don't
like
act
that.
like you know how to say it.
I know what I'm saying. It's beer.
That's pretty
Mexican
close.
beer.
Beer
Yeah.
Martinez.
Mexican
beer
Saison.
Martinez. Beer Martinez.
Yeah. So we really did enjoy your set. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
We had fun. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And I was just telling this because they haven't seen you live, and I was like, man, Jeff Kelly's so fun. I love your acoustic stuff. I love seeing you solo, but I love seeing you with a band
It's fun.
because I think you're great with a band, and I think you're great solo. But I love seeing you in that band aspect. And we talked a little bit at Radiothon about doing more of that kind of stuff. And
Yeah, and I think that kind of gets to the heart of the Graveyard Shift,
Yeah.
where it's kind of taking the songs I've written, trying to expand on just the lyrics, and trying to kind of put to bed that thought that, like, people try to lump me. They're like, "Hey, man, you kind of sound like Bob Dylan." It's like, that's great, but I don't.
I did that a little. Actually, not to lie.
Yeah.
I was out there and I heard a little bit. There's a little Dylan-esque there every now and then. Just a little bit.
But well, I think that's the songwriter element there, and but it's also fun to just go up there and play, and having different people play, like having John Fell come in and play lead guitar, way better than I'll ever play in my life. Like, it's cool to expand upon the songs.
Yeah, but can
And-
John do Wolfman Jack?
He can do whatever he wants.
We're just going back to our Radiothon one. When was it him doing the
Yeah, it
Wolfman?
was-
yeah,
it was
we
Jack.
had the Wolfman Jack little bit there on the Radiothon. You remember?
No.
I don't think he meant to. He was talking about he was doing people from St. Louis, and it just sounded like Wolfman Jack.
That's right. Yeah, the way they talk, the St. Louis speak.
Well, it's funny because I ran into you for the first time, I think, at a Radiothon 2 years ago.
Yeah. I just came to hang out.
Yeah,
That was-
exactly.
yep.
Yeah. Ended up having a lot of fun that day.
It was. It was a fun day.
So what's up with the Graveyard Shift? What's going to happen?
I think so there's one more Graveyard Shift planned, and that's at the Hi-Fi on August 11th.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a really fun set. So that one, we're opening for an out-of-town act. It's 3 girls that do a lot of harmonies and acoustic-based stuff with, like, just mild electric.
So
Right.
you're doing heavy metal to start it?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
So, like, we were going to kill a guy on stage.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Just, like, kill and eat him.
Sacrificial?
Like, and we'd be like, we thought it was not a real guy.
We need to be involved in that.
We're going to eat a blind pig on stage. Like,
Yeah.
just,
Carnivores.
there.
Yeah. That'd be
But
awesome.
no,
I'll
I
volunteer.
think that's going to be a really fun group. It's going to be Mina Cohane. Sorry, she plays a lot with Brandon White and the Devil's Keep, and then plays in her own group, which is the Mina and the Wondrous Flying Machine. Has played with Landon Keller on
She's
his.
amazing, yeah.
she's
Yeah.
stupid good.
Yeah.
So, and really nice. So I like working with easy to work with people. Like John's easy to work with. You just tell him what to do. Like, no, I take that back. I
I
say,
mean, he doesn't even talk. He's so easygoing. He
I
doesn't
tell
even
them,
talk.
I say, do whatever you want to do is what I direct them to do, and usually it works out. So, but that one's going to be Mina, Charlie Ballantyne, a drummer named Kevin Hood, and I think Jesse Whitman, an upright bass player.
Oh,
The jazz guys for that one.
Yeah.
So we're pulling out the big guns.
Nice.
And yeah, we're opening that show. We got to bring it hard, but also kind of bring it soft. You know.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
half hard when we enter that set, hard when we leave.
It's like Cowboy.
Yeah. So it should be fun.
No, I'm fully hard all the time.
Hey.
John, other than the Graveyard Shift, what else are you doing around Indy?
Well, I play with the Ortwine Jazz Tet, and we
So
used to
Mark
play
Ortwine.
here every week for like
Oh,
6
really?
or 7 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and so now we play here about once a month, and we play the Chatterbox every month or two.
Oh, really?
And I have a blues duo that I play with, and just do solo shows and
You're all
jazz
over the
and
place.
gypsy jazz,
Yeah?
whatever.
Oh,
I can
nice.
get.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mostly gypsy jazz these days is what I get gigs at.
That's awesome.
He's
Amazing
a
guitar player.
mercenary. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a mercenary. Like, he can play it all, but
He kills it wherever he goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But gypsy jazz that's some good shit. That's some good shit.
So what else you guys been up to since last time we talked to you?
John's eating more vegetarian lately.
Oh.
I've been vegan for 3 weeks. It
Oh, he's
sucks.
gone vegan, not vegetarian.
Little
He went
little
vegan.
chickpea action, huh?
Oh yeah.
It's good. You can still get some protein. So outside of that, you know, just I've been knitting more.
Nice. Knitting, not crocheting.
Correct. Crocheting's they're for pussies.
Yeah, that's losers.
You get a better texture and like typically a wider grain if you go with knitting.
Yeah, I get it.
Softer.
And it's good for summer and winter, too.
You can do that anytime.
Do you ever branch out to a nice macrame?
No, that's totally
Macrame,
different.
what?
What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about?
Graveyard Shift doesn't play that.
He likes macaroni.
No, so like typically if I have new people come into the Graveyard Shift, like I'll doyle them, like make doilies of like headstones with their names on them.
Nice.
None of
really?
that's true.
This is
No,
the
I
first
think
I've heard
I've
of
been
that.
playing some music. I'm getting ready to record. So I set a date for September 2nd to do some recording. Hopefully get an album out by early winter.
Oh, really?
And maybe a single release before that in October. So it's been
Awesome.
about 3 years since I've recorded. And now with the Graveyard Shift, it's been really great to like see my songs get bigger than the songwriter genre.
Right.
So
Awesome, yeah.
it'll be good. So there'll be some intimate songs on there, but also some like balls to the walls, and just to get it out there, like just so I don't have to have them in my brain anymore.
That's always a good thing.
When you're writing, well, we think it'd be kind of weird to. Are you writing for thinking of a band behind you, or just solo? I mean, is there a difference?
It's been the opposite, where I wrote kind of more dynamically solo. So it's been really interesting and fun to learn how to strip down and simplify what I'm doing, where I'm not the greatest guitar player in the world, but I try to find my own way to fill songs acoustically. And so when you do stuff like the Graveyard Shift, you have to kind of like step back a little bit, and that took a lot. It took resistance, unintentional resistance for me, where it's like I can't play my own parts. But then you realize that's what everybody else is for.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been a blessing over the last couple months, is learning how to dumb down the songs for myself.
Right.
And then also to get people on board to rehearse once before a show. So
That's
like we did
rough.
this week.
Yeah.
One-time rehearsal.
We have no clue what a rehearsal is. Not here.
No.
Blind pigs don't know what that means.
We don't even write shit down.
We don't. We're horrible. He asked for a laptop so he could start looking up stuff. I gave Brandon
it's
a
still
laptop.
closed.
I brought it out. He's had it closed for 3 hours. I'm like, way to go, sir. All right.
There was actually supposed to be 5 of us here today.
There were, yeah.
There's
Thank God
3 of
there's-
us.
Yeah, well.
But it's been going smooth. I didn't even need to open it yet.
Should have had rehearsal.
Should have had rehearsal.
Sure how you rehearse for a talk show, too, though.
So now, have you guys been sipping on anything from Fountain Square today, or
Yeah, I think
just Ice Mountain bottled water all day?
Oh no, this is for now. But I had they had a special Pilsner today that was pretty.
Yes, the Sriracha Pilsner.
Yeah.
Sriracha Pilsner.
Yeah, it's different.
Sriracha.
See, I thought it was
Sriracha.
I thought it was sriracha sauce, and I was like, interesting.
So does
That's
everybody.
That's the first
No,
thing
I'll
we
take
say.
2.
It's a type of hop. It's just
The
a different
yeast,
kind of
the
hop
yeast
or
strain,
yeast.
yeast
yeast,
strain,
yeah. It's good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
if you don't pay
Yeah.
attention to the spelling, it sounds like it's
Yeah.
supposed to be a pepper beer.
Yep.
So they have a couple special edition beers just for this event, which is really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really solid.
So we get a couple free beer tickets.
Do you have
Nice.
Do you have anything?
Yeah, the Cerveza Al Martinez. Was pretty
Which is
good.
cool. Which every dollar of that goes to Jackie.
There you go.
Yes.
That's my favorite so far.
That's nice. I'm digging just kind of on the what is it?
Wheels of Soul.
Wheels of Soul, yeah.
and just the standard working man's
Yeah.
Pilsner. That's been my day drink.
That's
That's
a good
my
drink.
day. It's hot. Those are good, easy ones.
That's a very easy.
Even
drink.
for that dark lager, it's still not. It's not too heavy at all. So if you get a chance, try that Wheels of Soul. Because I think that also goes to something else too for the Tedeschi Trucks band.
Yep.
Some of that they do so many charity
I know.
associations to
Yeah.
each beer.
It's
Like I
insane. Every
said.
dollar, damn near every beer of theirs goes to something else.
Yeah.
Blind Pig.
Bookkeepers, it's got to be a pain.
I wish every dollar went to Blind Pig.
We'll talk to Luke later.
We'd
see
have a
what we
whole
can set
dollar.
up.
I'm sure he'd do it.
You're looking kind of peaked, Cowboy. We
Yeah, I
could
mean,
probably set something up.
Those guys need every dollar they can get. Cowboys calls.
We need a new mixer board.
There you go. No, we don't. You already have. Wait, what?
Just sell the laptop.
Hell,
Yeah.
we'll
We're
do
not
a Go-
using it.
We'll do a GoFundMe page. There you go. All right, guys. Well, thanks for taking a few minutes. We do appreciate it.
Thank you
Great
guys.
set you guys did,
That was fun.
and
Yes.
we'll see you again. You guys staying around for a little bit, or you
Oh
bailing?
yeah,
to
I'm
another
here
one?
pretty much all day. So,
Good deal.
Nice. All right, guys. Thanks,
guys.
sweet dreams.
I'm made of these.
This is Robert Ralph Feddersen, and you're listening to Blind Pig Confessions. The bear eats the dude.
So we had someone else join us. Who joined us here?
I'm Jeff Gibson. I'm
Jeff?
one of the partners for the brewery.
Jeff. Nice to meet you, sir.
Now, is this the first year? Hops and Hertz is the first year, correct?
Yeah, traditionally for our outdoor music festivals, it was always in August for Hop Your Face,
Hop Your Face,
our Imperial IPA release. And this year we decided to have discovery festivals where each month we're going to feature kind of a different genre of music or a different partnership, a local partnership. This one being Musical Family Tree, who we also sponsor their venue down the street.
Yeah.
And they're, I don't know if you've already talked to them
Oh,
or
yeah.
not.
Oh yeah, we had them on earlier. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
so
people.
I think it's worked out really well.
Yeah, awesome.
We co-promote, but they put together a really diverse musical lineup for today, and it's been really fun.
It's been a blast so far, yeah.
Yeah.
The talent on
And
the
it's just
stages.
starting, yeah.
Yeah. The talent on the stages so far. have
We're
been-
only half. We're not even halfway through the night.
The last three bands are going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Clint Breeze and the Groove.
And
800
800-pound
Pound
gorilla.
Gorilla.
Oh yeah, you got finish out with 800-pound gorilla.
And Sweet Poison Victim is
Yeah.
fantastic. If you haven't heard that,
I haven't heard them
No,
yet.
we had
Yeah,
we had
you
one of the
on
members on
for
a little earlier.
Indie Food Not Bonds, but I haven't heard. I've never heard them play. So
And then
They're
what-
amazing.
What is that?
Yeah.
E-Jazz and the Creams. So you got Sweet Poison Victim, E-Jazz and the Creams, Clint Breeze and the Groove, and 800-pound gorilla finishing out the night.
I
That's
thought,
solid.
I thought
Yeah.
Dietrich John was amazing.
Dietrich John did a great job.
Awesome.
I loved him.
Rob Dixon's. I mean, he's been around. I mean, amazing.
He's Rob Dixon.
Right.
Yeah.
You automatically clap.
Yeah.
Like anytime
Yeah.
somebody just
People just walking down the street who weren't here for anything just started clapping.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But I had, again, this is about Discovery, and I didn't know who
Yeah.
Dietrich John was. And we were sitting here when he went on, and it was like 30 seconds in, we're like, oh, we're taking a break.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
not
we
like, oh.
got to go check this out. Yeah.
So, very cool, and that's what this is about.
Exactly,
You know, right.
discovering music. And I think for us, I think we're really trying to tie ourselves to local,
Yeah.
whether that's a local cause or, when we put on New Days, cider and meads in our tap room so that we collaborated with them from the beginning.
Right.
And, I think it's just, for us now, expanding the art and live music is also an extension of Fountain Square.
Right.
Fountain Square kind of evolved with artists who were kind of pioneering, in this area when it was still fringy.
Yeah, but
And-
Fountain Square kind of evolved with you guys as well. You guys came in at a really, really
Yeah.
low-key time for Fountain Square, and
Yeah,
you guys got to build each other up, it seemed like.
it was definitely kind of all kind of happening together.
Yeah, it was really, really neat. to
And
see.
so I think we've tried to evolve our model to respond to everything that's happened around us.
Right.
So
Yeah.
there's more and more music venues here. It's become
Yeah.
the center for live music. There's 3 record labels in Fountain
Isn't that neat?
Square.
Yeah.
And there's like a dozen venues. So we made a conscious decision to really kind of add that and build on that as
Right.
a part of our brand. And honestly, with all the breweries coming online,
everyone needs to kind of understand, what is different about our
Right.
brewery than the 130.
You gotta make it.
Oh,
yeah. You gotta have your thing. You gotta have your mark. Yeah.
So we differentiate ourselves with our ties to art, music, and the local scenes, the local causes, and I think it's been a lot of fun.
And it's funny, this is the first time we've been here, and we'll be back for Hop Your Face. We'll be covering that as well. But it's funny because we've been doing this for a couple of years now. We always give so many props to Fountain Square Brewery because of we love the local scene and the local music and the craft brewery. And you guys are the ones we always see doing things with the community. So we're always giving you guys props. So
it's hard to find an event that Fountain Square isn't at.
Well, especially when it's down here in Fountain Square.
Well, amazingly, yeah. But no, I mean, it's true. I mean, we do a lot of events that, I mean, you guys are out there and about for a lot of different causes.
Right.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of beer festivals now, and it's amazing that you can't get to all of them, but somehow Fountain Square is at all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we're partnered with Jackie Fest down the street.
Yeah,
I know. You're doing 2 in one day.
Yeah, because Jackie works for us, and she's a fantastic person.
Yeah.
Amazing
and
person,
anything we can do to support her.
That's
It's
awesome.
amazing.
Now, how are you doing both events? You got like a Segway that you're going back and forth on?
That wasn't even, that was done by Jen Roberts. Patrick Roberts works for us. So Jen's with him in Visaria.
Yeah.
And so the musical connection again, but she works at Square Cat. So that it was their doing to come up with Jackie Fest. Just happened to fall in the same day. Said, well, how can we support that and make it all work, together?
Well, suppose from what I see, I mean, you guys are doing a great job of it because you see orange wristbands left and right down here. So obviously you're doing a good thing.
I think it's one of those things where people can come down to Fountain Square and they can hit on what's going over there. Like Moxie was just on over there, I think.
And they'll be here in a few,
So it all works, I think.
No,
Moxie's not playing here.
They're not playing here.
Maybe I read that on Kamikaze.
Yeah, they're in Kamikaze.
Kamikaze, yeah.
But they played here before, and we love it every time that they come.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We
I love
appreciate
being
you guys
here.
coming on, man.
I've probably bought 6 to 10 pieces of art from here.
Oh, really?
Big props for letting local artists hang their work on your walls. Everything's for sale.
Yeah, there's this beautiful Blind Pig Confessions poster.
It's only $300.
that we put up here.
$300,
I don't know. We decided to call it God Part No. You two can have one of these. We're just going to leave this here and see if someone pays you $300 for it.
Yeah, I think that would sell.
I do keep eyeballing this dripping dragon over here. It's
Everybody
pretty.
likes the dripping dragon.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Only 150.
150.
Oh, there you go.
I thought Roberto was going to walk out with it.
He said he might next time.
Yeah.
He might next time if it's still here.
Actually, we sold, the artist sold 7 pieces on first Friday this month.
No
and
way.
6 the month before.
Wow.
Just on the first Friday day itself.
Wow.
The same one that did that one right
no,
there?
it was a mixture
okay.
of pieces, but it's actually pretty cool.
I got some crayon drawings, from like 1982. I'm going to put those up.
If you price them right, they may go.
$7. Perfect.
I got to put a fridge right here, though, so I can put them up on the fridge. My mom swears they're priceless.
I think you have to draw the fridge as the frame.
There you go. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Imagine being that artist. I need enough room for a refrigerator.
It's performance. It's one of those quirky little installations. All my shit goes on a fridge. That's how I do my stuff.
And I got to put
that could be a whole new thing, fridge art. I like it.
There's milk in there and ham and cheese and nice egg salad.
I'm gonna need an outlet too.
And we leave a package of gold stars there, so if people like it, they just put another gold star up on the picture. The more gold stars that go on it, the higher the price goes.
Why are you doing a podcast when you could be out getting rich?
right.
This is how he's mining for opportunity.
Because I have to drink this much to think up those ideas.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. We really appreciate the opportunity to be
Thanks for letting us
a part
be part
of
of
this.
it.
Yeah.
Not a problem at all. Thank you guys for having us. Every time. I enjoy it. Thank you, Brennan. Thank you, fellas.
We got to start getting involved with the Cammy's cause a lot more. So.
Well, I mean, I don't know when you guys do podcasts, but I'm always open to having podcasts at the cause. So
Oh yeah, no, next year we want to attend. I think.
Well,
we'll
we'll
attend
do
next
one
year.
at the cause this year as well, but we'd love to sponsor next year and get more involved
we'll talk
that way
next
as
year.
well. So let's get more, let's communicate and do some more stuff together because
we got about a month.
This is what we're doing, man. So yeah,
perfect.
But we could definitely be there. That's for damn sure.
Okay.
So, love to support you guys. Follow
Yeah.
the square. We love what you guys do, and
You get all kinds of bands to talk to, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
All right, fellas. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on.
Glad you could be here today.
Hey, is that Ben Cannon over there?
Thanks.
Yeah, I love the shit out of those.
Back at Hops and Hertz, interviewing a band.
We have Mr. Clit and the pink cigarettes, right?
Yep.
Hello.
Awesome.
It's adult contemporary, right?
Christian adult. Oh, we're talking about it's light blues.
Yeah.
Light blues.
Light blues, huh? Perfect. How'd you guys come about?
I don't know.
Y'all just happened to be in the same bar at the same time, or?
Me and Abby used to be in a band together, and then we kept losing drummers and guitar players, and we made Aisha, because she was already there. We're like, you have to learn the drums. And
Here's
we
some
forced
sticks.
Well, I'm pretty. You did a good job learning them though, because holy crap, you beat the hell out of those drums. I was enjoying the show.
Thank you.
Very much.
Yeah, I got some good video because you were going wild, and there was the first song. There was a dude that was going nuts, and it was great.
Oh, yeah.
But
he
was
started
great
his
'cause
own little, trying to do his own little mosh pit.
But he went well with the drums, so it was really cool
He
video.
was so
yeah.
tall, I looked up and I thought there was
Yeah,
a man
no
on
sh-
stilts.
yeah.
I thought he was
like,
gonna.
no,
I thought he was
no,
gonna kick himself in the face for a minute.
Oh, he was going crazy Spider-Man, yeah. It was during Booger Lip.
What did you call it?
Booger Lip.
What was this?
Booger Lips.
Was that actually the name of the
That's
song?
the song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not. I
I thought
wasn't
he was just
kidding,
being
no.
a smart ass.
Brand new.
He's a real big fan. He knows everything.
I guess so.
No, I wasn't lying to you.
I've been listening to music. I was DJing for far too many years to hear some of it, some of the lyrics. So I didn't know that was what you were actually saying.
That's all right. We don't know some of our lyrics, so.
It's all good.
Me and
It's easy
David
to
will
miss
write
'em.
songs, and it'll be like we both sing on it, but it probably doesn't make sense because we don't know what each other's saying. It's true.
Yeah.
Nice. That's an interesting way to do it. Where do you guys get your influences from? I mean, what do you guys pull from when you're listening to stuff? What do you listen to?
I mean, they played the B-52s after we were done. That's
Yeah.
a big fan
We're,
of them.
we're not lying.
Nice. That's awesome.
And in the song, I say Cyndi Lauper, huge Cyndi
Right.
Lauper fan.
Awesome. Yeah, I did remember that one. I did make out.
We
Yeah.
covered the Pixies and we covered the Cramps.
I
tonight.
missed that. I didn't.
Yeah, we ended up. I think right after Booger Lips, we had to come back out here and
do
do
some recording,
get
so.
on another show. So.
But we got good background because you guys are on a couple of those actual recordings, so it's coming through well though. But
Could really
Are you
killer,
guys recording? Are you guys doing live stuff? Are you doing any recording or what's?
Right now, we're like in limbo.
Mhm.
We don't know.
Don't know.
We have a bunch of songs that we're ready to record to make
Mhm.
another grouping album thing.
Right.
We don't know.
Don't know.
I think our last thing was 2 years ago. We did a 10-inch record. Heel Turn Records from Columbus, Ohio, helped put it
Oh,
out.
nice.
So
Awesome.
So our plan is to do another one. Our friend in Florida, he records, and we're just waiting for him to get back from tour and go maybe do it with him.
Well, that'd be awesome.
Or Jim.
yeah, Jim Kuchowski from the Gitmos and Holy Sheets has done our last two
Yeah.
albums.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And he's easy to work with, good guy. So.
That's awesome.
And if he's listening, hi Jim.
So what do you guys got next? Where can people find you next?
We're good.
Hey, let me get the phone out.
Yeah.
Oh, my phone's dead.
We
so
just
I'm
got
sorry.
back from like
A big
touring
tour,
from
yeah.
May 3rd to June.
Where were you guys at?
We went to France.
No shit. Really?
They have the
Kentucky?
Eiffel Tower.
That's awesome.
We,
Some baguettes.
They have some baguettes. Not
Preservatives
some, tons
for
of
our
baguettes.
baguettes.
But we went and did like the 3rd to the 19th in France. Came home for 4 or 5 days, and then we did like an East Coast.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
So now we're back.
Wow.
With our friends Boner City.
Yeah.
Do they play locally or
They're
they?
from Louisville, Kentucky.
We went to Louisville. That was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago,
We do beer trips and stuff for our stuff and beer and music
Yeah, that was
trips
2
and all
years
that.
ago.
We did Memphis last year and then Louisville and where the hell else did we go?
Well, Nashville was
Tennessee,
the
Nashville,
Nashville,
right? Yeah.
Louisville, and yeah. Yep.
Drink a lot of bourbon.
A little
Always.
bit. You know.
Just a tad. Whiskey preferably, but, bourbon's all right.
That actually started every day, so that was,
we did. We made it a point to make sure we were drinking before noon.
Yeah,
every day.
We don't, like, I drink, but they don't really drink, but we all made a point to at least try red wine at every single meal in France.
Well, that's really cool. Yeah,
That's because
you at least got to. Yeah, you're there.
It's because they serve it at like water.
Yeah,
it's not,
it's kind of like the water.
It's
They
not
do,
like
in pitchers.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
they
it's
just
here
bring
you
you
go.
pitchers.
Oh, can I have a water? Oh, you want water? No. Okay. Well,
I think everyone, like, that's not Americans all dehydrated because no one else drinks water ever. I don't know why.
But that's pretty awesome though. I mean, that's a place I'd like to visit at some point.
So now, do you guys have a Facebook, some sort of social media people can follow you on?
We have it all.
We try to have most everything. That way we're everywhere. So.
Perfect.
So you can't escape.
I don't think I remember the Twitter password.
I have no idea.
And we never check Tumblr anymore.
I get
like,
Reverb Nation emails, and I don't know how to sign in.
It's a thing. Huh?
Yeah,
I have no idea what Tumblr is, so okay.
But we have Bandcamp to get our music too, and Etsy.
We mostly use Bandcamp and Facebook and YouTube.
And
Nice,
And
okay.
Etsy, if
We
you
s-
want like physical copies.
We started a Reverb Nation, and then like later found out that a guy had gone into his Reverb Nation and said he was our manager, and you could get to us through him.
So you're like, fuck yeah, I don't have to do any work.
We're like, who is this? This is a great idea.
I actually like him.
That's fucking awesome.
He hijacked your.
Yeah. So
You had a ghost
if you're out
manager?
there, update it or something. We got new songs.
Book us some trips.
You guys got a ghost manager.
We'll do it for pretty cheap.
It's like those Craigslist things where this says for rent, and you end up paying money to somebody, and they put you in a house that's not actually theirs.
Oh,
Taking
really?
over shit.
Yeah, we've kind of
It
been involved
happens.
in that.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, we could set you guys up on the island.
All right.
Up in Michigan, yeah. No big deal.
Just
worry
don't
about it.
ever tell us it's somebody else's. I
Yeah,
mean,
there you
even
go.
if we knew, we'd probably be like, all right.
Oh no, they'll remove them.
Oh.
To get
Yeah,
you in
trust
there.
me, yeah.
Yeah.
It works out really good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Not for the.
So you guys staying for the rest of the show, or for a
For
bunch of the other acts for a while, or
At least a little while.
Awesome.
We got nothing else to do. We got nowhere
This
to go.
is our life.
Yeah.
This is your life.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, that's kind of what we're doing. So
yeah, same here.
We
Are
still
you guys
got.
in the area? Is that where you guys kind of are?
I live
mean, she
right
lives-
by State Street Pub, which is a place
Yeah.
that does a lot of shows.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And they live south.
We live in Franklin.
Oh,
Oh,
right
really?
on.
I think it's home of Ben.
Ben, yeah,
Franklin.
yeah.
We have a statue of him.
He discovered
good.
electricity.
And Franklin. And his own town.
Franklin, the
Something about a
city-
kite,
The
yeah.
city in Indiana.
Maybe he might have been named after the town. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe the other
pretty
way
sure.
around.
We named him. That's us.
Well, guys, thanks for stopping by just for a few minutes. I enjoyed your set. Good stuff.
Thank you.
It's fun.
Well, yeah, it was very fun. It was very fun.
Well, thank
I
you
liked
for
it.
having us on
I'm-
the show.
Thank you.
First time I heard a song called Booger Lips, and
It won't be the last.
Exactly.
Just wait for the sequel.
Booger Lips 2 coming.
Is it Booger Chin? Thank you guys.
Slip down.
we do appreciate, we do
Slide down
appreciate you
that.
guys stopping by, though. Thanks for talking
Thank
to us
you.
for a little bit,
Thanks.
and yeah, we'll let you. We'll tag you guys on Facebook once this comes
At
out.
us. At us.
At us?
We will at you. Yes, we will at
Fam.
We will at Mr. Clit. Although that might get us. We might not be able to boost our post
yeah,
after
I don't know
that.
if we can. Yeah. Figure it out.
It's
Facebook's
such a
got
jumbled
weird
mess
rules.
I
of
think
a
it'd be
name.
more
Like sometimes,
boosted.
like people don't even notice it's in there. But it is funny when they notice. Like we played a place in Florida, and they spaced out the LIT from the C real far. So it was on there, but they
They had to put it
they-
together,
Yeah,
huh?
C-lit.
They
Mr.
s-
C lit in the pink suit. Nice.
That's actually pretty good.
That is awesome. I love every minute of that.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys,
Thank you.
enjoy the day, man. Thank you.
Cheers.
Hey, look, there's Ben Cannon.
And we're gone.
Actually, yeah, we're out. This has been a long day. It's been a lot of fun though.
Yes, but there's a lot more music to come.
I can't believe, yeah. I mean,
we couldn't even get to all the bands.
No, there's no way.
Well, these guys, they get on
Well,
stage
some of
for-
'em are-
They're on stage for 45 minutes. We're doing this. Can't do this 12 hours. Come on.
No.
Well, and then some of them got to go. You know, they might have another gig they got to get to later tonight.
Yeah, that is
Some of
true.
the
A lot
other
of them come
ones.
through and do a gig. And
Yep.
Gonna do that gig the other night. so.
People are grinding. They're grinding.
Yeah.
The grinding.
You know, we got so Hops and Hertz in the books. The first one. We were here for the inaugural Hops and Hertz.
And plus, this is a discovery zone, if you will.
And
it's Fountain Square.
It's Fountain Square. It's Discovery Music Program, and I tell you what, I mean, I can't say enough about how good. A lot of times you go to places and the early bands they're kind of usually the weaker bands, and you go to places and they open up early and they have some band, you know what I mean? But this isn't that. That's not what this is about.
No, not at all.
You need to come here for the first band on because the talent started. I mean, we had the legendary Rob Dixon started the show, and then
isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And I feel a little bad too because it's always a little light in the early times, and you're like, no, there's not enough people. You guys should be here. You guys should be broadcasting out to more people, and you wish they were kind of got to swap a little bit.
It's first year, and people need to know what this is about, and that's why we want to help promote this because it's an amazing event. Fountain Square, we keep talking about how much.
As much as we give Ben Cannon, we do love him.
Yeah. I mean, he just does. He does amazing things for the community and the music community. Musical Family Tree. I can't believe we didn't know.
I know, isn't that makes me feel stupid.
You Mr. Music Snob of all people should have known that.
Just in the city, and as much as we're involved, I can't believe we weren't involved with these guys before, but we will be now. So that's great. But there's so much great music here today, and we'll be in time coming. So this whole series you have to keep coming down to. We'll be at the Hop Your Face as well as.
It's like
we were invited to Cammy's Cause, and we will be there as well on Friday night, and then back here for Hop Your Face on Saturday.
That's going to be a busy weekend, but it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, and for great causes. I mean, you can't beat it. Jared's a great guy. I mean, what an amazing.
At that point, we might as well just camp out at frickin'.
Yeah.
Might as well just camp overnight and grab a couple tents and camp out and then drive back to here.
It's not a bad idea,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that. That'd be a lot of fun.
Great bands. That event has just grown, and it's
astronomically.
Oh my God! And it's just such a
for
cool
a great
event.
cause,
And again, I said before, the people know why they're there, so it's a different atmosphere.
Oh
and
yeah.
It's just
it's not
cool.
the I'm here for the music and there's a there's also a charity tied to it. It's you're there for
We're here
charity,
for the cause and
there's
look
music
at this great music
at the charity.
The acid is secondary.
Yeah.
Except for the brown acid. Stay away from the brown acid.
Depends on what kind of trip you want.
Hippies.
Well, we're getting out of here. Going to go grab a few more beers and enjoy some great music.
Yeah, we're done recording. We're going to take in the music for the rest of the day and have fun.
Yeah. Let's get back at it. Love
Cheers.
you guys. Thanks for coming on. Hey, there goes Ben King once again.